All right. Good evening and welcome to Brew Crew. So, episode 23. This is a subscribers only stream, and I don't think I remembered to set the thing for subscribers only. So, I'm going to put that up in a new link. Excuse me, a new tab, and let it load. Let's see here. Go to content. Go to live. Go to the live stream itself. Details. And let's go with. I forgot to add tags. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. Gonna add that. Copy. And paste. We can't do it without a few tags in there. Okay. Gonna go with the rather than that. Stop that. I want the top. I was the newest. Thank you. Save changes. Customization. Here we go. Subscribers only. Set the time for the automatically set. It's automatically set for 5 minutes. I change it down to 1 minute. And anyone who's not currently a subscriber will not be able to chat for 1 minute until after they subscribe. Once they subscribe, people are free to chat. So it's a short time. You have to wait. No big deal. And let's start out in the chat. BK Dan says, evening, Captain Trek. 47 Yorktown says, good evening from Eastern Canada. BK Dan says, the nightlife feel of the music. Oh, likes the nighttime feel of the music. Thank you. I selected something that could either go, whatever time of day. I just went with the feeling. Again, I listened to a lot of different music before I picked this tune. I actually put about as much time into the Morning Brew as I did this one. So yeah, it's not just a random thing. I did go through and pick. I listened to probably at least 100 songs before picking this one. And BK Dan says, hello from Connecticut. And good evening, Cardinal Sin. And well, thank you. I'm not sure which one you think is what you think is clever, but yeah, I let's put it this way. I was not satisfied with the morning brew this morning, which is why I ended it early, because quite honestly, the conversation was getting nowhere. We weren't really having any kind of discussion. It was simply, well, in my mind, a shit show. Um, and somebody was watching for me to see what they thought. And so, I mean, Daniel, sorry, Captain Trek. Not sure what that means, BK Dan, but that's fine. I don't know what you're sorry about. And so, yes, and 47 Yorktown says he's in New Brunswick. Cool. Um, so yes. One of the things about these streams are again, it's a little more informal. I did go ahead and I forgot to set it up correctly. I'll fix it for next time. No big deal. But anyhow, and let's see here now. Where's it? Good evening, anti-derivative Jill. How are you? It's nice to have you in the chat. Let's see here now. Ah. I am doing all right. I'm waiting until it's time to take my evening medicine, and this is usually the rougher time of the day. To be honest, because this is where the pain level goes up. But I decided to have a stream to kind of take my mind off things and just, have a little fun, hang out. Like I said, this one I don't really care if it's Brew Crew. You got to be subscriber to participate in the chat. If there was a way to make it so that you have to be a subscriber to join the panel, that'd be even better. And hello, Resolute Germ. How are you this evening? Or wait a minute, afternoon for you. Sorry. At least I can say evening for anti-derivative Jill. I believe she is in on the East Coast. I'm not sure. And I have decided to throw out the link because, well, I'm just being generous. I'm in one of those moods. I kind of need to go up to the store probably tomorrow, get some Tylenol. But until then, I'll deal with it. So let's just talk about stuff. What is everyone doing this evening, or whatever time of day it is where you're at? Your Central Time, but you consider this evening. Cool. because so it's 5:38. I consider it evening as well. Quite honestly, after 5, I consider evening. Everything before is afternoon. Hmm. Uh, well, thank you, Cardinal Sin. I just, I don't know. I have a group on Twitter, and unfortunately, I don't, not getting into the private conversation because that's not appropriate. I don't believe. However, uh, well, let's just say things are, yeah. I did rename the group to something else because, quite honestly, I don't have the same feeling about the morning brew right now. So, yeah, right now I probably could use them like sprinkles myself, Resolute Germ. No, I find it funny that there are people that comment they enjoy uh, the uh, the morning brew and any other thing that I decide to do, but um, quite honestly, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Morning brew has kind of gotten a little mundane, would be the best word to put it. Um, and I understand part of the reason. I mean, a lot of people are now going back to work, so they're not able to join in as much, um, which is understandable. But sometimes the people that are able to join are not always the best. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, Jerome. And I do have BK Dan backstage. He's been sitting there patiently while I've been talking.
Evening, Captain.
Good evening.
Long day, huh? For me too.
Oh yeah, trust me. I feel like I've been awake for um I don't know.
17 hours for me so far.
So let's see here. Um, that's 17.
I'm usually nose deep in pillow by now.
Well, actually, I have only been awake 13 hours, but
Yeah.
it feels more like 23.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. One of them days. So what did you do today?
What did I do today? Well, I did watch a few streams. I got a couple of things done about around the house that I needed to do, including some laundry.
Yep.
And I didn't go out today. I'm waiting on that. I did go out last night, which helped.
Okay. That's
But
good.
course, I alluded to that when we talked this morning on the Morning Brew.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because I got the number 6.
Yep. I remember. Whopper Junior meal.
And so it's like, you know,
Now the question is, cheese or no cheese?
are you out of your mind?
Okay, cheese. Gotta have cheese, huh? I do.
No, it comes with cheese. Well, supposedly comes with cheese.
I have mine with cheese all the time too.
I don't. It's not actually cheese, but hey, it's a
Okay.
cheese
Cheese product.
alternative. Cheese
Cheese
product.
product. Yes.
Exactly.
That's what it says on the box. Cheese product.
They call it, well, being that you've worked there, you know what it's called. They call it cheese, but I didn't.
No. No more than Kraft singles on cheese.
Correct. Let's see here. President Trump says going out is overrated. Well, usually yes. However, 90% of the time when I go out, it's to go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah.
So I decided to get out of the house and go to Burger King, get my food. I did get a drink, but I didn't drink it then.
Okay.
And got myself, because it comes with a combo.
Yeah.
And then decided to go over to Sonic, which was just, I'm not quite just across the street, but just down the block and across the road.
Okay.
And so I went in there, got my whatever it was, shake. I'll just call it a shake. It's easier that way. Of course, I always have to make sure that that I ask for it extra thick.
Mm-hmm.
Because for some reason, a lot of places now like to make it where you can drink it through a straw. I don't want, that's not a shake to me.
Right. That's overglorified chocolate milk.
Correct. Now, it's a thick chocolate milk. Don't mind me. But if you want it thin, that's fine. Okay, I get it. But I literally would like to be able to put my spoon in and basically have the spoon standing by itself.
Yep.
I'm not asking to be able to turn it upside down and have it stay. Would be nice, but I'm not that ridiculous. If it stands in there, it's fine.
Yeah, we have a Johnny Rockets in one of the casinos up this way. So yes, get an extra thick peanut butter shake. Oh.
And good evening, Professor Brandy Specs. Good evening, Chief Cook. And yes, JP's. Someone said chocolate milk.
Yep. Guilty as charged.
And yes, I was talking about shakes. BK Dan mentioned chocolate milk because that's basically what some of the shakes are, is a glorified chocolate milk.
Yep.
Which is why I don't get my shakes at Burger King. Because no, I know better. Now, I do like. Don't get me wrong. I like the burgers at Sonic sometimes, but sometimes I'm just in the mood for Burger King. It's got a distinct flavor.
Yeah, that flame broil feel. Yeah.
It's just a little bit different than being on the fire. I mean, on the grill.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just, of course, everything beats McNasty's. I mean, McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's.
Yeah. Just about, yeah.
I mean, granted, the prices are higher at other places now, but you know, that's life.
Yeah. Sometimes you get what you pay for.
Uh,
You pay crap prices, you get crap food.
and I heard Jill says I hear Chick-fil-A has good shakes, but I've still never tried them. I'm never going to try them. Fuck Chick-fil-A. Um, no, thank you.
Yeah, we also have one of those in the Yellow Casino up this way.
Having heard the negative comments about them, and the fact that they're closed on Sunday, yeah, I'm sorry. Their hiring practices, no. I don't think that the workplace should be a well, let's put it this way. Most people don't go into a restaurant to be preached at. And their hiring practices are shouldn't be legal, in my opinion.
True. I agree. Should not. But I think they barely skirt the law and stay inside of it.
Well, yeah, they do. They've had issues because of their hiring practices.
Yep.
You know, granted, I can understand somebody not necessarily wanting the, you know, a drag queen behind the counter. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. There should be a certain amount of professionalism done in the workplace.
Right.
You know, hair should be in place. You know, if you're working behind in the kitchen, you should have a hairnet on. If
Yeah.
you've got a beard, you should have a beard net or a mask, even if it's not over your mouth, just something to keep the hair from falling off. So I, you know, okay, you know, there are certain things I think need to be done. I don't think that dating necessarily should be happening at work.
Right.
You know, if you meet and you happen to get along, that's fine. Keep it out of the workplace. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, whatever. You know,
Yeah, work is the other four-letter word.
work is when you're at work, you're there to work, and that's it.
Yep.
You don't flirt. You don't. If you're on break, okay, fine. You can flirt because you're going to be out of, you know, sight. So okay, fine. You can do your thing. You're on break, fine, whatever. You get back to work. You work. Now, what you do in off hours should be your own business.
Right.
And so that's why it's like, yeah, fuck Chick-fil-A. I will never go there. I would rather not. And let's see here. Resolute Germ says those hiring practices were a lie. I know gay and trans that worked there for a long time. Cool. I do know there were certain locations that actually were doing that. But it was made to sound like it was company wide. So you're right. And what's going on, Darius? And LOL, never had to wear a hairnet when handling food, but I had to wear a hat. Well, I understand that.
Yeah, when I worked at Burger King, I had to wear both.
I don't date coworkers. The one time I did, I quit the job. Ah, and Chief Cook is right. You're on my time, not yours at work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, never shit where you eat. Exactly. And hello, brightest day. Good to see you. Are you going live tonight? And Darius says, dating a coworker is like low hanging fruit, unless you're in a career field aligned with your interest education. I tend to agree with that.
Yeah, I myself did some laundry and some dishes, swept up a little bit, and um, after I woke the Kraken, did all that, and yeah, I'm done pluckered up.
Oh, oh yeah. So, and good evening, low specs Linux laptop. I love how the fact that everybody is greeting everyone.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you, Darius, for putting in Brightest Day's link. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Brightest Day. Please do. I think most everybody here already has. But yes. Go ahead and
I
do that.
wasn't. Oh,
Trust me, there are a lot of times that something will happen and YouTube will unsubscribe you. In fact, there was one time. This is back. When was it? 2018, 19,
yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
Um, that's when I really first started getting on YouTube. One time I was unsubscribed from, and this is when I really first started watching Bird. Bird, I was unsubscribed from him 5 times in a week.
Oh,
Like, yeah, go screw yourselves.
that's unnerving.
It's like I didn't unsubscribe, but I was unsubscribed. And then I was unsubscribed from somebody else while on the stream. Not only was I on the stream, I was on the panel.
Oh,
So I sure
wow.
as hell will not unsubscribe if I'm on the panel.
Right, right, right.
But so anyhow, the panel is open. You're more than welcome to join. Is it Darius or Christian Fandom Geek or Anti-Derivative Jill or Resolute Germ, of course, or JP's.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, these people, Captain. I'm just meeting these people for the first time, most of them.
Well,
It's good to meet new people.
oh yes, always is. Um, so some of them are either working or asleep. I know
Hmm.
JP's was working this morning,
Okay.
and so yeah. What do you mean best for last? I'm not sure of that comment, but hey, why not? I mean, you shouldn't still be working. So, you can come up here, JPs. You're more than welcome. I know you know how to click a link. Um, oh, well, yeah, because you were the. I was reading down. So, yeah, I said your name last. Since you're the best, apparently, why don't you come up here and show everybody you're the best? Well, I could get really bad and go, start singing it. You're the best around. Huh? Yeah, that's about it.
Simply the best, better than all the rest.
Oh, dear Lord. So,
Sorry.
and oh my God, I can't remember. I haven't talked to him that much. I know. I don't know. Anonymous. That's it. Thank you. Just dropping by while I wait in Walmart parking lot. Oh, yay, fun.
Mm.
Yeah, it took me a minute, but yes, I got it.
You're welcome, Joe.
And uh, good evening, the lovely Sherry. Uh,
Oh,
let's see here. Jill has videos now. Wow, cool. Uh, let's see here. Anonymous says parking lots are thumbs up. Okay. And yes, thank you, Darius. If you haven't yet, check out Low Specs Linux Laptop. I know he does a lot of games sometimes. He'll be able to. He does talk while playing, so it makes fun, interactive. There are some people who will just get on and play a game and not really talk to the chat. Um,
yeah,
which
I just opened it up in a new tab. So yeah, I'm gonna take and check it out later. Go check out low spec Linux later.
absolutely. Um,
Cool.
Let's see. The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, Sega Genesis with voice. Okay, that's games. Mickey's Comics Are Us, which is currently live. That's why I like these pop-up things.
Okay.
Normally, you don't go on a live stream and have somebody say, "Oh, by the way, go over to this other live stream." But hey,
It does happen.
well, it does. I mean, normally I do it at the end when I'm about ready. It's like, "Oh, by the way, so and so's live. You can go over there." But yeah, I didn't last that long this morning.
Yeah, no,
So
I was there at the end. Yeah. I was saying Daniel sorry because that's what I always say. Like if something goes wrong when in my presence, I'll say Daniel sorry. Whether it's my fault or not. It's one of my trademarks. You know?
well, yeah. Let's see here now. And hello, Mar. What are you doing up so late?
Let me see, 7 o'clock here. What is it? 2 o'clock there? I think it is 2 a.m. there.
Something like that. And hello, Robert Rose Jr. How are you? I'm doing all right. Getting ready to take my medicine. Uh, let's see here now. Christian Fandom Geek. I'm in the UK. Yes, it's evening now. Or night, excuse me. So, well, wait a minute. It's morning. You're right. 12:04. I didn't even just look at the clock. My brain's going into kind of shutdown mode. I forgot. And Jill says subscribe to King Dolphin TV. Okay, let me make sure that I'm subscribed to that as well. So I have to go into the YouTube tab, click on the link, open a new tab, make sure that, oh, I am not subscribed. I am now.
And he's
And
live over there too.
reload. And it went from 81 to 83 subscribers. So anyone who is not subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe. You can even check out what's on. Um,
Hmm.
but
Uh,
hopefully there will be a little spike in the numbers over there for King Dolphin TV.
you never know.
Currently 83 subscribers. Actually, I will have to check out their check out the content just to see what all there is. And because
Hey,
I
King Dolphin.
really
Huh.
let's see now.
Only got some 11 videos there. Yeah.
Like I said, I'll have to check them out, see what's going on. Uh Hold on. Give me just a second. The chat's going too fast for me to do that. There we go. There you are, Christian Fandom Geek. You are now able to add your link to the chat. And okay, Anonymous. Go ahead and add your link in. Go with this one. Okay. I should already be subscribed, and I am. He's got 209, which is awesome. And I do like going over to the channel occasionally, seeing what's going on. Need to.
Okay. Okay. I'm just flipping through Christian Fan and Geek right now. Okay. Okay.
And Greens Kinjack Ben, how are you? And Darius, are you able to look up Anonymous for us? Let's see. Christian Fandom Geek.
That's weird. Huh.
What?
My picture on the YouTube side is whited out.
Yep.
That's weird.
Change your picture
Okay. Give me have a sec.
and change
Okay.
back if you want.
Did it change back on the
Let
let
me
me
check. Let me go
refresh the
live.
YouTube page. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. Got a little
That's
weirded out.
no. That's the only thing you have to do is just remember to uh, change the picture, and then you can change it back.
Okay.
And thank you, Darius. I do like that you're able to look stuff up. Of course, I'm already subscribed. Yeah. Wow. I'm I'm impressed. Let's see here. There was one day that Anonymous had more views than me, which is cool. It was on November 29th.
Oh wow.
So,
Here, 100,000 views. Wow. Okay.
it's a lot of views.
Some 32 videos. Wow. Okay. 99,000 views with 32 videos. Wow. Okay.
Let's see here. If you're okay with getting a little weird, what are you talking about, Darius? You're let's see now. Oh, Darius Munchausen. Of course, total views 2.49K. So yeah, you're not doing bad at all. And you've got several times that you've beat me out, which is cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just glad he doesn't stream anymore than he does. Because if he did, I'd just be screwed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And good evening, Ervik Sonder. How are you? Ah, that's quite understandable, Ken Jack Ben. I am glad that you're able to at least join a little bit. Um, so that is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And Robert Rose Jr. for a minute, Captain Trek, when you were talking about Anonymous, I thought you were talking about Anonymous, like the hacking group. No, not at all. Uh, yes, you may post your the link to your lightsaber video. That would be good. Uh, no, Darius. Let me put it to you this way: if you were to go on in the morning, if you were to go on in the morning, which I know you wouldn't, but work and all. Um, your channel would have me beat completely. So yes, in fact, if you went on more days a week, you would beat me because yeah, your stuff's better.
Better or more trafficked?
Picard. Now, are you talking about the series Picard or are you talking the character Picard? Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched on Paramount Plus myself.
oh God. Um, yeah, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was, yeah. Well, all I can say is sheer fucking hubris.
Hmm.
And that would be to the fucking morons who made Picard. Let's see here. Go with Cardinal Sin. Captain, you have to stop thinking that way. People tune in to see you and your content. Just have to have a little bit more control over your content. There's one problem with that. Number one, most people, uh, I'm going to insult people, so I don't, if I answer that, so I'm not going to go any further. Um, but yes, it's easy to say, not so easy to do. Um, and I know you're able to do it, but I'm not, and I'm not you. Um, then I have people who join who want to take over. I have people that join who want to take, whatever, do what the fuck ever to the conversation, even if it derails it completely. Um, so yeah. And unfortunately, I have not kicked people because I've been told that wasn't nice when I did it. And I got tired of being bitched at for things. So, yeah. Um, and as far as the morning brew, at this point, um, the way things were done is over. I'm going back to the group chat thing. Anyone who's in the group chat is more than welcome to join on the show. However, the link will not be dropped in chat. Those who are not in the group will have to either message me on Twitter or Discord. Usually Discord would be better, but whatever. Because I'm not putting the link in the chat. It's my way of kind of trying to keep a little bit more control over who's on. Mm.
Okay. Your channel. You should run it the way you want to. Right?
And the multi gunman said, "Did I do something wrong, Captain Trek?" No, you didn't. You haven't been on Multi Gunman. How could you do anything wrong? That's okay. Yeah, let's see here. If your guest more structure would be good for your show. You know, there's only one problem with that. I've had a few people who have offered to make suggestions, to give advice, to do whatever. One person I heard back from, their situation had changed. They had some suggestions for me. Unfortunately, it's all on their other computer. They are currently in well, that'll have to wait for a little bit. So situation will change probably in about a week or so. So yeah, then I'll be able to
What's the weather like out your way?
it's not too bad. It's Multi Gunman, get up here. If you got a mic, get up here. Or you can be like Kronos, just join backstage. And yes, Darius, if you're not currently subscribed to Eagle Rider, go ahead and do that. She's getting close to 1K. You get her above 1K. Yeah, we can, yeah. Fuck the Michael Burnham show. I hope it dies soon. And anti-derivative Jill said, Kinjack Ben, not Star Trek, but I just received my Orville shuttlecraft in the mail. Well, it's more Star Trek than the shit that Paramount's putting out now. So yeah, it's not Trek. It's Trek, but not Trek. Coffee gets you through the workday. Yeah, same here. Multi Gunman, there is absolutely nothing you could have done. Nothing. Don't ever worry. You are more than welcome. Okay, and I know that Eric Sonder is in the chat, so I will do something that he likes because I'm nice.
Listen to me very carefully because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
I do love the coffee clip.
Oh, let's see here. Okay, the best brew. Normally, well, I'm having Coke right now. I'm sorry, Coca-Cola.
Oh, I'm glad you clarified that.
Sorry if you hear me snorting, then yeah, that would be different. I'm not going to do that. You're right. And let's see here now. And a derivative Jill is drinking some coffee now. See, I know Eric Sonder probably a little too well because I know he likes his coffee. I don't know how he takes it, but I know if he's in the chat, he wants the coffee clip. Actually, there's somebody else who likes it too, because when I got that tip from Yosef yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he wanted me to play the coffee clip, and the lovely Sherry says, "Too bad I can't have coffee. Allergic to caffeine. Ooh, that would suck." If you're still on soon, I'll stop by talking to Richard right now. Please tell him for me that I said hello and to drop me a line when he gets a chance. I know he's busy a lot, so that's not going to be a priority. But when he gets a chance, I would like to at least hear from him, whatever. Coffee versus tea. Now, tea's always a good choice if coffee isn't available, but yeah, coffee is definitely the first choice. And let's see here. Eric Saunders says, although after the day I had today, a nice cold brewski is what I'm drinking now. Oh, see, I just can't stand the taste of beer. It's just nasty to me.
Yeah, I can't do that either. It is just a taste.
I mean, I'm sorry, but something that smells like a men's room.
Oh yeah.
You open a bottle and it's like, oh, fresh smell of piss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. Let's see here. I did get somebody new backstage. We have Stream Cardinal Sin.
Hello there.
Hello. How are you tonight?
I'm well.
Good to
Evening,
hear
Cardinal Sin.
that.
Nice to finally meet you.
No. Resolute Germ, you're talking about sand. Sand is coarse, rough, and gets everywhere. Coffee, if it were to get everywhere, I would be rolling around in it.
I've got my coffee.
Ooh, yes. And let's see here. Eagle Rider says, I will never like coffee, but we'll happily send you some. Oh, yes, I would love that.
Hail Eagle Rider.
Let's see here now. Okay. Yes, Janeway, coffee black. Oh, I love this. So what's going on, Cardinal Sin? How is your evening going? Are you going to be on later?
Just for an unboxing video.
Cool.
I already did my prisoner stream for today. I just decided to kick in and see if I could either better understand your decision or try and talk you out of it.
Okay, go ahead.
I just hello there.
Hi. Tired, sore,
Yeah.
annoyed. My husband ordered me all these art kits from the trip to help me de-stress from all this crap recently, and they were all supposed to be delivered today, and then they just didn't get them shipped apparently. Now they're saying they're going to deliver them after we're gone, except for one that was arrived, but they sent the entire wrong set, so every kit in it was wrong.
Lovely.
Not for nothing, but your mic's a little hot.
Yeah, sometimes it gets settings switched for talking to Richard. I forget to turn them back down. Sorry.
Or it might be too close to your mouth. I don't know.
No, it's depending on who I'm talking to. I have to use different mics on this.
Yeah.
Because Richard's system has trouble getting the sound, so I have to have it loud. Sorry about that.
Okie doke.
No problem.
Better now?
Still really hot.
It
Still
should
hot,
be.
but it's not.
It really shouldn't be. It's really quiet and on the faraway mic. That's odd. That's odd.
Well, we were talking about something when you came in, and I had to take the volume down several notches.
It has weird behavior, and depending on who I'm talking to, it gets really funky. And usually I remember to switch it between them, but I was kind of bouncing quickly from one to the other.
Yep. Understand.
Sorry.
Happens. No problem.
Yeah, I know. I have the heating blanket
Well, that's
on,
because
therefore you're here. She's like, I feel that heat.
That's because you're not in StreamYard, and I was able to fix it. Well, part of it quickly. It was still hot, but the volume went from excessively high to.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. As soon as I realized what happened, I have to have it all the way up and stuff and things because his system that he's currently on, because his other broke, it's almost no sound. So I have to have it cranked way up on everything.
So is the microphone that you're using the one that's next to your mouth?
No. I'm using one that's on the back of this laptop over there.
Wow, it's a very good microphone.
The different text that my husband finds for me. And the cat who found out that I had the heating blanket on and won't let go now.
Of course.
She's like, warm.
So, Captain, I guess I'll go back to answering your question.
Go for
it. It seems to me like let's just play with color for a second.
Okay.
If Morning Brew turned into a drive time show, and you had a co-host on whom you could thoroughly rely, and mods with instructions properly given, that you'd be able to exert more control and enjoy less of the difficulty that you
Pandemonium.
were talking about earlier.
Correct.
This morning was awkward. I wasn't very talkative, but I didn't expect everyone else to be either non-responsive or weird on chat too. And it was a very dysfunctional morning.
Well, I wasn't there, but as far as the chat goes, if you let your mods know what you want, and you have a co-host that can help kind of deflect things as well as respond to you, then you'll control the conversation, and the people that you are having a hard time with, and again, I wasn't there, so I don't know who they were.
I told you, just blame it on me.
Well, the problem...
I'm not interrupting in the middle of your sentences, so please don't do it when I am talking.
Well, I am listening for pauses here.
I wasn't done, so your listening for a pause was inaccurate.
And it happens.
So I wasn't there this morning, so I don't know to whom you're referring or what happened, and that's not important. But my point is, Captain, if you have instructions given to your mods and a co-host on whom you can thoroughly rely, you'll be better able to control the conversation and enjoy a lot less of the kind of just freewheeling conversation that anybody decides they want to partake of. If you, instead of nixing Morning Brew or changing it so substantially that there are only a small group of us that are allowed in, except for occasional DMs otherwise. I don't know. Do you see where I'm going?
Kind of, but
instructions to mods, instruction to co-host, same co-host every day on whom you can thoroughly rely that will be there with and for you, and talk amongst yourselves about what you feel is important, knowing that your mods and your co-host will follow your new instructions very closely. It's up to you to give them those instructions.
yes.
No, I'm not saying he needs a producer. Resolute Germ. Hail, by the way. I'm saying that more structure is necessary and less free-form kind of whatever, because when it's free-form kind of whatever, that's when people come on and will take the mic and run with it. And you've got to be able to put a brake on that, hit the brakes, and say, hey, that's not your mic. Later. You know? You can do it in a way that's not, you know, totalitarian or tyrannical, but it's your channel, it's your show. If you want to put a rule or two up on your, you know, description box and give an instruction or three to your mods, and especially to whatever co-host you end up picking, I think that you'll find things will run a lot more smoothly.
Well,
End
I
of sentence.
I agree. The problem will be finding somebody who is able to. And willing, obviously. Um,
Of the group of people that you mentioned who will always have an invitation, are none of them able to do a regular?
no. None of
Actually,
them.
what about this idea? Have a group of people among which you can choose for certain days, set up, a schedule. Hey, can you do Tuesdays? Can you do Thursdays, etc.? And maybe have a running thing where every week on Monday you have this co-host, rotating co-hosts.
Right.
Is that something that you can do?
That would be something I think would be possible.
That, yeah.
But in fact, it'd be more likely because that way it wouldn't be full-time commitment. One day
Right.
be fine. But yeah, that's something I've tried talking to a few people about, and it's just like I said, it's at this point it's gotten out of hand, and I can't right now. It's either not do it or do it in a controlled way, and I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna quit, but
Good.
It might help you also to, if it's hard on you that early or it's harder to get the co-host that early, it might help you to push it an hour or so later or something too, if you need to.
Which I could do. One of the reasons I chose the time I did was, quite honestly, at least the kids aren't here. By the time an hour later, they're already here and screaming.
I can give you Mondays to help you if you need, because I have to be up early on them to do certain things. But I can't help you all week. And that's, I think, where most of us are, is because most of us either have really intense schedules or medical issues. Most of us struggle with being able to be here for you every single day of the week to help out.
That's
But I know a lot of
not
us
what
would
I'm
give you a
asking.
day of the week.
One day would be wonderful. Any more would be too much to ask. And
But if you need the help, let me know, and I'll work it into the schedule there, because I'm up anyways working on stuff Mondays.
The question is, what are you working on Mondays, and is it going to prevent you from...
No, it's my art projects I do for all the people, because it's when I have to schedule it around my husband's work. So it's at the computer doing artwork.
Will you be able to fully be there watching the chat and
Yes.
and co-hosting at the same time?
Yeah, Cap knows how I am when I do art on stream.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still very attentive.
Absolutely. Trust me, she'll be doing something, and if something happens in the chat, she sees it immediately.
But yeah, that's one thing I can do. And it's not much, but it's at least a day to help. It's at least something to help. And
Well, that's 4 days left to go.
But let's see here.
But I'm just saying, I'd rather see it turn into a more controlled situation, kind of like I have on my channel, and you stepping in maybe a little more, as well as instructing your mods and your co-hosts what it is that you want them to do, what you expect of the people in your chat. I don't think that's unreasonable for you to say. You could make it a macro and just, copy and paste it every day. Here's what I expect from you in the chat, : whatever you expect from the chat.
I mean, Cap, you've seen most of the channels have different rules and stuff, and even those of us who don't maybe necessarily function the best or are a bit of trolls to people in some channels or stuff, we genuinely usually try to follow the rules of whatever channel we're hanging out at, as long as we know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
you've seen it with me, because how much do I troll and harass half of my friends? But always within their rules.
Resolute term. I'd help more of my damn job keeps insisting I actually show up. Yeah, that's true.
How rude of them not to just mail you paychecks.
Okay.
Can you widen this out a bit so we're not so cramped?
Yeah, I hate when my face is this close up. Everyone can see how much of a big fat Indian bowling ball head I have.
You could put it in a vice, make it a little longer.
Thank you.
Cap, you know you love teasing me.
Let's see here. And Robert Rose Jr., I'm surprised Kronos hasn't invaded Captain Trek yet. Well, Kronos is taking some time off. Much needed time off. And, yeah.
Now that's holy crap. This is why I get trying to type sideways when I'm sword back.
And of course, yes, I would like to speak with you when we're not live. Cardinal Sin. I'd like to speak with you a little more on that
Absolutely.
topic.
Happy to help however I can.
And let's see here. What is it? It's still Wednesday. It feels like it should be later. Later in the week.
Friday's coming.
Friday's coming. Yay. Kronos is at the funny farm getting his regular injections of crazy. He's got stuff going on at home. In fact, I remember him talking in chat about the tree falling on his house, and it fucked up some shingles, and now water's leaking because of the tree. So yeah, it's been an ordeal.
I can only imagine.
Personally, I would suggest that he just get some wood and get up there or have somebody get up there and nail it in place until such time as he can actually get it fixed. Something to block the water from coming in. Because even a quick fix is going to be something to help. It's better than nothing. But, yeah. Anyhow, let me check something real quick while I'm still on. Let's check. It's almost 7 o'clock, so I know some more people are going to be going online soon. And
you can stream against other people. It's a big internet, as Doomcock says. You know, it's not like a personal attack on somebody that you happen to be streaming when they are.
No, I find it very weird when people get offended at people streaming at the same time.
I know.
It's like, you know, I mentioned on Doomcock's show when he did the spotlight on me that one of my shows either bumped up against one of his or went slightly along, and he said, it's a big internet, you know, that's cool. I mean, there's a big difference between being close to 600 subscribers and having 260,000, but you know, he's right. It's something that I think you just have to not worry about at some point, because everybody's streaming on some day. Everybody that you know is streaming on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
So, you know, it's nothing personal. If you want to do a stream and it happens to be against somebody else or continues up against somebody else, well, that's just the way it is.
See, I will say what I've noticed is, you know, yeah, I follow quite a few people. No lie on that. And most of the time, it is incredibly rare not to have at least 30 people streaming from all the people I follow. That's why the other night, a few nights ago, when I signed on, and there was literally nobody on except for the Raptor Cam and Kitten Cam that I watch for the God Kids in them. I was like, what the fuck? And I started a stream, you know, because it was just so weird to have nobody on from all of them. And so, no, you're going to stream over each other. It just is what it is. Do what's comfortable for you, stream when you need to, and don't worry about people's opinions.
And one thing I do like about your show, Captain, the Early Morning Brew, is that it's the same time every day. I mean, you may spend the first 10 or 15 minutes kind of rubbing the sleep out of your eyes and getting your meds to work. I know what that's like. And I think if you can find another 4 co-hosts, presuming you only do it Monday through Friday, right?
Generally 6, but I can cut it down to 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you can find another 5 people on whom you can most thoroughly rely, then, you know, you've got something. But they need to be, in my humble opinion, people that can take direction from you, can enact those rules so that your co-hosts, rotating as they may be, have some experience as mods, and also rely on your mods to follow your new instructions, which you will give them in this hypothetical situation before the show format changes. And like I said, exert a little bit more authority, exert a little bit more control. You don't have to, use the iron grip or anything, but just let people know what's expected of them in the chat when they come on. And if they come on and they're not following your rules, say something or put something in the private chat. And if they can't follow your rules, then they're gone. That's all there is to it. That's how I see it. Again,
Yeah.
in my humble opinion.
The biggest thing to remember is because of the situation that it is, because we're dealing also with your medical situation. Regardless of the person's situation and what they deal with and stuff, they have to be consistently there. And that doesn't mean we all know that everyone will have some emergency or some call in at some point, you know?
Oh yeah, that's
But
going to happen.
consistency, in other words, you know, you have 10 weeks of the show go on, they're not out 5 weeks of it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that's happened to me. On this very show.
And that's kind of why I'm out of most of my streams right now, is because of with my medical, I have to have that second in charge in order to be able to run them. And my second in charge is now a full-time carer for a disabled veteran mother because his dad passed away. That kind of changed my whole schedule, and I've been kind of floundering trying to find things since, trying to find somebody who can take and run all the things he did for me. And unfortunately, that hits. When that kind of thing happens, it kind of sucks.
I don't know. I, am the one man show for several shows. And, for instance, on Into the Fringe, when I have a guest, I have to be entertaining. I have to ask good questions. I have to have my research ready. And I have good mods. That's important. But I still have to load pages, load websites, images, share the screen, etc. And, I just say, hey, it's a one-man show. I'm my own producer, folks. I appreciate your patience.
A lot of the streams aren't too bad doing that way. The one that kills me trying to figure out how to do it without was my Sandwich Wench rants. Because it was literally me cooking and making food and doing the whole joke about being the housewife serving the husband while going through all these news articles and tweets and stuff of the week and sharing all these links and showing all these screens and all this stuff. And I needed him running a whole bunch of screens and windows and popping stuff up constantly while I'm working and stuff. And there's no way to do that show as a one-person show.
Actually, I can see a cooking show where it's ranting in advance, and if you have the camera on what you're cooking, you can post, Eagle. You can post notes on the counter about what you're going to talk about, like on paper, or use a tablet or whatever. Or just have a pad with different pages so that you can roll through it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Possible.
A ranting cooking show.
I love doing it with him because me and him, when we would look at stupid people together, the jokes we could bounce off each other were great,
Sure.
But I have to come to it. He's not going to be able to ever stream like he used to because his life has changed. He's still my best friend. I still talk with him backstage every day, but his life has changed. And unfortunately, in the situation with his mother, because disabled veteran and with some mental stuff, some of the things that she blurts out inadvertently could get the channel in serious trouble.
Right.
Especially when she's calling for that thing she loves the most, and she's using the British slang term for it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's yelling for that behind you, that kind of comes off really bad to YouTube.
Yeah. It's like, keep in mind, you're talking to somebody who's British. They call them different things in different places. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which goes back to what I was saying before, Captain, about you, A, being a little bit more assertive, B, telling your chat what you want, C, telling your co-host what you want, which of course is of utmost importance because they're the one that's A, interacting with you, and B, Are we on 1 or 2 or A or B yet? I don't remember. Secondly, have them be interacting with the mods in the chat on a regular enough basis that there's not a whole lot going on in the chat that you don't like. But especially when somebody comes on and they are abusing the privilege, in my humble opinion, you need to let them know that and give them sort of a "this is your last warning" kind of look. And if they keep doing it, then they're gone.
There's a difference between a momentary issue, or we have a disagreement, or we started to talk about something, you decided you didn't like it, but we stop when we realize you're upset or something, versus the people who will come on and every topic has to be about them. Every conversation has to be them. And if you're saying, stop this conversation, and they know you're saying that and they don't do it. There's been a couple times you were saying backstage for a conversation to stop. I didn't realize because I was out doing my drive stuff when we were talking. So it was when I stopped that I found out. But the other people in the stream, why did they keep going when they knew Cap said that? You know? And that's
again,
where
wasn't
I have
there,
concerns.
Didn't hear what was going on or didn't see what was going on. But putting people backstage is a great way of telling people you're disobeying my orders. I mean, after all, you are the captain.
Besides, sometimes you just got to just be blunt and just say out loud so everyone hears it. Okay, new topic.
Yeah, or give the microphone to somebody else. Or just take it yourself, Cap. You know?
The problem is usually when it happens, it's like I go into more of a panic mode and go, okay, I hate this topic. We gotta talk about something else. Anything else? What the fuck do we talk about?
I might also suggest you take a few things that you care about, you're interested in, or recent events that you do find interesting that you want to talk about, and you keep a note next to you of those each morning that you can change to these if something goes wrong, if you need a new topic or something.
Or just put them in the description block.
Yeah.
Box.
But just
below.
have a few suggested topics that if things get out of hand too much, we can go back to these.
Yeah,
It
your
doesn't even
go-to
have to control
topics.
it. Yeah, you don't even have to control the entire conversation or keep it there, but have something you can divert back to, so people aren't going to be offended that you're saying, let's go back to this. And so you have something to go back to so you don't panic.
Or even have a keyword, like a safe word, so to speak, with your co-hosts, so that your co-hosts can be the ones that recognize the behavior and, you know, get the honor of telling a disruptive member on the panel that they're being disruptive.
That could work. You know, I'm good at telling people to shut up and change the subject. You've been on my streams enough, Cap.
Yep.
So while you're in control, you don't have to make it look like you're, you know, being all extroverted and out there and stop that. You can just, you know, wink at your co-host and they'll do the dirty work.
Yeah, make them your bitch and make them do the part that's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, that's what a first mate is for, you know?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
The first mate controls the rest of the crew.
Hey, I could use my paddles for something. I mean,
Number one.
But, you know, I don't know. It's like,
What I'm saying is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're good. Your show's good. Many people appreciate it. Many people would be really, really broken up if you stopped.
when I'm up late doing artwork and I realize it's sun up and I haven't slept and my stomach's going to hurt and I have to stay up for a while, it's nice having you here to come visit.
Exactly.
When I have been through a rough night and my muscle issues are flaring and I wake up at 5 something in the morning and I don't want to wake my husband, it's nice having you here to come talk to.
And,
It really
and or
is.
just to listen to. There are many times, because I'm a night owl as well as a chronic pain patient, when my hours kind of just career around the clock and I end up going to bed around the time that you come on, and being able to listen to you, while I get ready to go to sleep, is something that I can count on, and I do count on.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm not on as much as I would like, or maybe as you would like, or I don't know, maybe you wouldn't.
It's part of why I'm so comfortable here, even when we have our moments we argue or fight, which all good friends do. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how good of friends you are. It doesn't matter how good your relationship with anyone is. You're going to argue with them at some point, first of all. Second of all, in those mornings when things are just bad, I can come in here and I can talk to somebody. And it really does help to have somebody like that around. And there's not many morning streamers.
That's true.
Let me put it to you this way, and this is no insult, because I do like going on your streams and watching. I don't always get to catch them live, and sometimes I'm just lurking in the chat. But see, one of my problems, I'm going to be honest, is my confidence. I know this. Fixing it is the problem. Because
I'm the same way, Cap.
Another issue I have is I don't have other content. Just these stupid live streams.
Well, that's something that you can fix,
Not really. Not without the confidence. I can't. Because I can tell you right now, if I were to have put out content in the time that I've been on, even in just this year, because you were talking about being almost at 600, I would already be over 1,000.
Yep.
But I don't have the fucking confidence to make the fucking videos.
Cap, can I tell you something here? And I'm
Yes.
saying this, you know what I've been going through. You know my issues with self-esteem. You know how much stuff I've done to my own personal body and mind because of my self-esteem. So this comes from somebody with what you were just saying. I share so much of that with you. You know how many times I've ranted about, I don't understand how to make this. I don't know how to, and stuff. I'll make you a deal. I've already got a group of people that said message them when I'm ready to work on that stuff. We do it together, okay?
Okay.
When I get to the point where I'm going to start talking to people and editing videos, we learn it together and we help each other stay confident. Deal?
Yes.
And I have another idea to kick in.
Okay.
Here's a way to make videos that you can drop that requires little to no confidence. Keep a pad next to your streaming station, whatever, or a Word document, what have you, and look at the time code when there's something really good going on, and just write it down, type it in, whatever, and then go back to the really good moments during the stream and make 8 to 14 minute long videos out of them and just drop those. Select the best 3 moments from every day's stream and put them up. And you can put them up over the weekend if you want.
And then all you need to do is learn how to actually clip and do basic editing, which
that
is not as hard as doing full videos. It's still something I need to learn, but it's not as much work to learn as doing full videos and stuff.
The problem with doing full videos is not the editing. I could go in. I have a program that I can edit out to the what is a millisecond basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so
You've already got the most beautiful thumbnail I've ever seen. Morning Brew's thumbnail without anything on top of it just is super snazzy, man.
No, I mean all this stuff that Yitzy does for everybody. They're just the most perfect avatars and thumbnails. So you've got that already. You've got Yitzy's help. Just genuine.
And yes, Anonymous, usually the best videos are under 5 minutes or around 5.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You want view hours, and to get your view hours up, as well as subscribers, 8 to 14 minute videos is where it's at, because people tend not to watch an entire live stream, and that'll count against you in your analytics, which you know.
Mm-hmm.
And others, if you keep them to 8 to 14 minutes, that's a bite-sized chunk that people are willing to take a chance on. And if it's good, if it's funny, whatever, they'll watch the whole thing, and they'll continue to watch it, and then they'll subscribe, etc., etc., etc.
Let's see here now. So currently, time is not an issue at this point. I mean, could that change? Yes. It could change drastically. However, just looking at the last year, I have 20.2K in watch hours. I only need 4K in watch hours.
In 28 days.
Now, in 28 days, let's see here. I currently have 28 days, 4,000 some odd views, and 1.7K watch hours.
Right.
But I only
Which is
need...
why the videos will help, A, bring your watch hours up, and B, bring in more subscribers. And if you do the shorts thing, under a minute or less every day, the YouTube will suggest your channel a great deal more than they would otherwise.
I think there's a solid plan here. And Cap, if you're actually that good at editing, help me learn. I'll help you with how to speak and not have your issues and work on the confidence. We can do this. I believe in you. And I have been the one telling you things would happen for you all the time when you said no, they wouldn't. And I am right usually when I say this, aren't I?
So far,
I believe in
yes.
you. You can do this. I believe in you, and I'm going to push you because also I need help being pushed myself, and we're good for that.
Don't push him off. Don't be too pushy.
I'm not that bad yet. No, because he knows we've both been there when the other one was absolutely down in their confidence in medical or mental or stuff. He knows.
I agree with
say
Resolute
this.
Germ. I think that's a very good point.
Yeah, the hours are not currently an issue because you only need 4,000 watch hours a year, and I'm getting that every 3 months.
I thought it was 4,000 watch hours every 28 days.
No. A year.
Oh God, I would absolutely be fuckered. I mean,
you have to have 4,000 watch hours a year, and
well, then I'm qualified as well. Somebody told me differently. Then I just need to have the subscribers, and so do you. The best way to get more subscribers is A, go on to other people's shows, and B, do the shorts every weekday, 1 minute or less. Put shorts in the, hashtag shorts in the tags, I think, and in the title, and just do it every day for 2 weeks, and it'll start suggesting your channel to people that it wouldn't ever have before.
I'm going to be blunt. There have been a couple of people that I have had issues with, who are going around telling people to not have me on. So as far as going on to other people's streams, that's kind of been cut out.
Well,
That can't let you get you down. You have to continue regardless of what other people say about you.
Cap.
Yep.
A, you're welcome with me. B, I've had people do that shit to me too. You've seen it. And I still have places that'll let me on, and I can take you around to meet some of them too.
I would appreciate that.
I'm sure Orville Nation will have you on.
Yeah.
PJ's a good guy.
Yep.
You guys have the same basic idea that we grow together, which, of course, I agree with wholeheartedly. I can't say for sure, but I would be willing to bet that Echo Base Network will have you on.
I doubt it. Seriously. I doubt it. But it's not, I'm not saying no.
Doesn't hurt to try.
I'll have you on.
In fact, Cap,
Yeah.
I'm already trying to set up a few streams with a few bigger names for the next year. I can see if we can work it for a group and have you there so you can meet them and try to work you some time with them. It's worth trying at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, if I had been able to, because I was on one stream where there were some bigger ones, and I was having issues with my mic at the time, so I wasn't able to say everything before I left. But yeah, it just that kind of fucked things up for me. That was an equipment problem, not. And yes, YouTube loves the damn shorts. Yeah, you're right.
Question for you in private there. And I want to ask that because that's one of the ones I'm talking to do stuff with soon again. So if you can get along with him, Cap, I could try that.
See if we can do that that wouldn't be an issue. I know that there are people that don't, and I don't give a shit because
I never worry about who does or doesn't like the people I'm talking to. As long as I like them, then we're good. But if you can get along with him, I can talk to him because he's supposed to try to come back to hang out on the channel again soon. So
the only time I have a problem with people are when somebody says, I don't like this person. If you talk to this person, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I fucking hate drama hoes like that. I fucking hate drama hoes that do that shit.
That's childish behavior, and yeah, I had to deal with a lot of drama recently, and I just kicked that person to the curb because I don't have time for drama.
So, I mean, it's just...
You know fully well, Cap, that I haven't done that to anybody because you know how there's people that I really detest that nobody knows unless they're the few people I talk to backstage.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't air my dirty laundry, so to speak, in public if I can help it.
I don't air it in public, and the only people who even know about it backstage are people who witnessed part of it happen, so I rant to them sometimes when I'm pissy about it. You know? Nobody else. I don't tell other people things. Even if I get pissed or I say something on air, I never name people. I never go after people directly. I never do any of that shit because I don't believe in that. You don't do that shit to people.
Yeah.
Because you should never make your audience or your friends feel like they have to choose who to support.
Oh, no.
No. When I first came on YouTube, I decided for myself that the first rule of YouTube is not to talk about other YouTubers unless it's positive.
Right.
And, don't talk shit on other YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going around saying something bad about you, just ignore them. They'll go away. Or somebody will come up to you and say, hey, I heard that so-and-so said such and such. Is that true? And you can say no.
I mean, I look at it this way. I mean,
if somebody's going to come and play in your sandbox, you have rules for your sandbox. Okay? If you're in somebody else's sandbox, then you need to understand what their rules are.
It's just
But
going to and
in
from
your
people's homes.
sandbox, in your sandbox for your show, you control it. It's your show.
The thing is simple. I look at last year about this time.
Yes.
Cap, I was just starting to hang out with Mock. I was down in sub count under 800 again, and even though I haven't been able to do much this year because of all the medical and the stuff with Richard and everything, I was down pretty bad last year at the end of the year, both in count and people I could actually stream with and talk to. My time with Mock, drawing with him when he had no subs and nobody really knew who he was. And you've seen where that's been going with him and the interacting with him and the art community we're growing now. And that's all because we took a chance to talk to each other and get to know each other. And that's the best way to do this. And there's times it's going to be awkward as hell, and there's times you're going to offer that for somebody and they're going to say no. There's times you're going to talk to somebody and you're going to regret it later because of the shit they'll pull. But you move on and take it as a learning experience. And at least we had fun during that stream, and find a new stream and a new person. And stay positive.
I apologize, guys. I have to bail. I've got some stuff I've got to do.
Absolutely.
Captain, you pretty much know my opinion at this point. Either way.
Yes.
Hail Eagle Rider. Hail Flugger, I guess. And I will be seeing you later. Cardinal Sin out.
And Flugger, what's going on?
Well, nothing too much. I was just waiting here for somebody to say hi, and I was kind of beating my head against the wall, so it's all good.
It sounds kind of painful.
Well, it's only painful till the blood comes out.
But I hope you're feeling a bit better, Cap, after having at least some support. You know?
And hopefully Jill isn't mad at me anymore for being noisy. I think I picked up the wrong codec for my microphone for a bit.
Probably. And, well, don't worry, his walls are padded. He already knows better than that.
Yeah, my mattress bill is quite high. So you can find me on you can find me on eBay or not eBay, PayPal or Patreon. Just knock at the chips or whatever. So what's going on, Captain Trek? What's going on?
Oh, not too much. Just having an easy evening stream to just kind of hang out and chill.
Some time for some hangout.
I don't know. My Twitter box has been full of frigging garbage. And I mean that exactly how it's garbage lately, or last couple days, and it's like, oh my God. People are overreacting to a lot of stuff, and it's like, here we are again.
That's what happens sometimes, unfortunately.
That's what drives me nuts, by the way. The overreactive, angry responses people give. It's like, it's like every little bit of nothing starts a fight, or somebody gets mad, or somebody blocks somebody. And then they don't just block that person if they get mad at them. They block every person connected to them that never did anything wrong to them.
Well, I've seen a lot of that this last week.
So have I, and from people that I thought were friends. You know?
And I'm sorry if I'm dragging everything down, so we can make it positive about something else.
But needless to say, I appreciate everybody coming on. It's been very nice to be able to have an evening stream to just kind of hang out, since it's just, I don't know.
Morning was a bit rough.
Yeah.
Were you okay when you left? Because you left really quick.
When I ended, I left. I made sure it ended first before anything else, and then I closed the window. It's just like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Goodbye.
I didn't upset you, did I?
Nope. And I just needed to get away from the computer.
I just want to make sure, because if there was anything I had done that actually did upset, I want to know so I don't do it again, you know?
Right. No, I understand. But yeah, I'm just glad to at least be able to come on and have another stream that isn't quite as whatever. Let's see here.
Disorganized as it was this morning?
Chaotic would be a better word. Disorganized I can handle. This has been disorganized. My life is disorganized, but yeah, that'd be like trying to find a. This morning was more like trying to find a needle in a haystack, and piling more hay on top of it each time you get closer, till finally it just gets to the breaking point and you just want to quit.
I kind of know what you mean by that, which I don't know what that says about me.
And so anyhow, like I said, for now, there's going to be a slight change. I'm not putting out the link in the chat. It's going private. So if you're not in the group, DM me if you want to come on. That's unfortunately how it's going to have to be for now, until I can get things straightened out. And then once that happens, we'll see.
I think I'll have to go over a couple things with you once we're off air, figure a couple things out for when I can help you.
And with that, I am going to go ahead and end this. And Cardinal Sin just happened to go live right as I was ending. So you can go on over and watch Cardinal Sin do unboxing number 66. I do want to thank everyone who's been on the panel and everyone who's been in the chat. Thank you so much, and have a good night.